Okay. It's Gertie Mac, and let's jump right into the Indiana Fever making history. So, WNBA, y'all know they've been having a big spotlight on them. I want to say a 60-watt bulb on the WNBA since the arrival of Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and others that has been putting a big spotlight on the WNBA. Much needed attention that all of them been hoping for. I mean, it looks like they're getting better treatment, charter flights, you name it, all of the above. Now, all they need to work on now is getting more moolah, getting more money. That should come, though, at some point. Give it time. Because now, instead of having any minute mighty more of free fans in the audience, now they haven't sold out crowds. Because at first, it was probably like one pack of Skittles and just spread people's out in there. That's all it was. But, so, recently, the Clark Report posted about the Indiana Fever making history as the first team to do this. And it said this: the Indiana Fever just became the first WNBA team to hit 500K on their social media page. The Caitlin Clark effect is indeed very real. Now, the team been doing some bundling. They was out there at the 2024 Olympic trials in Indiana, in Indy, and all of that. Now, so here's the Indiana Fever social media page. Now, since this post, they have generated 12,000 more followers. They now have 512K followers on their Instagram account. Now, I mean, this is good because you got to think about it. Social media and really being online, in my opinion, is the reason why the WNBA is not getting this attention, because you have Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and all these other players. They're coming in now, but they're coming in with a heavy social media presence. You know, definitely coming from the NCAA, women's basketball, LSU winning the championship, you know, and all that. So these last 2 years before they got to the WNBA, they brought a lot of attention to where women's basketball in the NCAA on the college level was being watched more than the men's basketball. It was more exciting. So all of this right here basically spilled over and followed them to the WNBA. Now, in my opinion, the older players who had already been there, they didn't really have a heavy social media presence. But at the time being, you didn't really have TikTok. All that stuff wasn't popular. And like a lot of those players just wasn't using it for the way that it's being used now. Now you have NIL deals. So the new players have things that they kind of had to go along with them, that as a advantage. The older players kind of really didn't have these things. They had to get it out the mud. They didn't have NIL deals and all that. So a lot of these new players now are reaping the benefits of new stuff that the other players didn't get a chance to have, which put more spotlight and more money in their pockets. So, but I would want to say this though: Chicago Sky, their Instagram page, they're right on the come up behind the Indiana Fever. They have 482,000. And now I want to say LA Sparks, they have like 400 some thousand. Now some of these other teams, like Minnesota Lynx, they only have like 100,000, but I want to say they won like the NBA finals or whatever for the WNBA finals. I want to say like 4 times, but they don't have a lot of followers. But all that is starting to just work out for all these teams. Now, Indiana Fever, yes, they got a lot of followers on their social media presence. It kind of reminds me of Coach Brown going to the Colorado Buffaloes. This school didn't really have no following. I want to say 12 or 18,000. Now they probably almost close to 800,000 or maybe 1 million. Who knows? It was all because of Coach Prime coming out there. This is no different than Caitlin Clark going to Indiana Fever. The social media attention, the followers that they're going to get, is all because of Caitlin Clark being there. Nothing wrong with it. As long as everybody play their role and everybody just stop all this bickering, it's going to work out for everybody. Like this, Because this right here can lead to the WNBA finally being up there with the NBA. NBA, they right here giving out millions and millions and millions of dollars to players for 2 or 3 year contracts. And then the WNBA over here getting $70,000. I mean, you got McDonald's managers making that. So these ladies got to get to a point to where they can be compensated to where they don't got to go overseas and go play to continue to make a decent living, because they can't make it playing a professional sports in the US of A. So it can get to the point where they can start in little increments, get them to like 100,000, 200,000, and start upping the pay. But in order to up the pay, you got to have the attendance. That's why Angel Reese, Caitlin-Clark, and all these other players are much needed to the WNBA. Keep packing the fans, the arenas out. And of course, the money is going to roll in and things will change. But y'all get in the comments there. What y'all think about this? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. Holla.